Hi guys, welcome to another beer review, and today we're going back over to one of my favourite craft brewers, and I finally got to meet them over at the Regensburg Craft Beer Festival. And yeah, I got to talk to them for a little bit. They were talking about some exciting stuff happening with their brewery, and yeah, just great guys. In fact, everyone that I met at the festival was just so fantastic, and I had such a good time. If you've not already done so, I will put the link down below to my little video that I made of the festival. I was only there for a day, unfortunately, due to some unfortunate events, which I won't go into because I seem to have mentioned that a hell of a lot every time I've made a video recently. But yeah, fantastic day, and this was kindly given to me by Max from Yankee Kraut. I don't think I introduced them yet, I just went on this little spiel of how they're my favourite brewery. But yeah, this is a collaboration with Isarkindl, who are out of Freising, I believe. I have to go to Freising every time I go to the airport for when I'm picking people up or when I'm going back to the UK or coming back to Germany. It's just so much more affordable and easier to go to Freising and then get the little shuttle bus to the airport than it is to go all the way to Munich airport just to come back on yourself to go to the airport. But yeah, I'd love to actually spend a proper day in Freising because it looks like a nice little city. But this is, and I apologise if I've completely butchered this pronunciation, this is Hoada, I believe that's how it's pronounced. And this is described on the bottle as a Spezial beer, clocking in at 6.6%. But I think this is technically a winter ale, according to Untapped. I can't really remember. Links are always down below if you want to find out much more correct information. So yeah, best before date is 5th of the 7th 2017, so it's not exactly the freshest beer, but you know what? I don't care, because I wanted to try this beer, but I didn't get it in time when it was in Beretta, and I want to try as many. You have to forgive the plastic scrunching sound outside. Hotta! Stop playing with the chilies. Excuse me. So, yeah, a winter beer, which I think has a little bit of hop character, so I'll be interested to see if that comes through. And as always, fantastic artwork once again from Paul Grabowski. Again, probably completely butchered that, but yeah, his artwork on all of the Yankee and Kraut beers that I've seen has been fantastic, and I think he's done some artwork for the likes of Brauhaus Nittenau as well, for the Joe's and Nigma Roggen IPA, if I'm correct, and I'm sure he's done a hell of a lot more work. So links are always down below to the artists, because I do like to promote them just as much as the guys who make the beer. So yeah, pretty looking beer indeed. Fantastic label, and there is the iconic Yankee und Kraut crown. So yeah, I've yet to try even a dull beer from these guys. And with some of the beers that they said they're working on, I'm very excited for the future. And you know what? They deserve every success they get. I think at this point they're still, well, they got awarded as the best Bavarian craft brewery, I believe. I think that was the accolade that they received, which, you know, I say a lot about websites like Rate Beer and stuff, but if you ever look into, I can smell the hops already, if you ever look into find out about an area or a city, what the brewing culture's like, Rate Beer is actually a really good reference. You can find out about a lot of bars, a lot of bottle shops, and a lot of breweries. So, you know, aside from the bullshit rating system on most of these websites, there is really good information out there. And you know what? Rate Beer is a well-known and well-regarded website. So, you know, that's a big thing to be even, you know, just slightly mentioned by a website like that. Anyway, beer in the glass then, and I can smell the hops already. It's such a hoppy beer already. I do like my sort of like winter ales, which most of the time are just like Märzen style beers with maybe a little bit of spice in. I mean, you go back to the UK and you've got like yeah, Christmas spices, and you get these mulled wine flavours and stuff like that. Maybe you'll get this in this one, so I'm interested to actually see what this beer is like. So beer in the glass then, and that to me it's not jet black, but it's got this really nice chestnutty sort of look to it. And I don't know if you can see that, but look at those lovely little particulates hanging around in there. Quite a lot going on in that little glass, has to be said. But yeah, it looks absolutely wonderful. Beer poured with about 1 finger's worth of slightly off-white head. I would have used my Beretta glass for this beer, but Genie broke it. So yeah, it's only a glass at the end of the day. I have terrible luck with glassware, but to be honest, the Spiegelau glasses are really flimsy at points, I find. But it was nice to have an actual branded beer glass from my favourite beer shop. So yeah, so I'm using the Beer Deluxe one, which I still don't know how big these glasses are, and I'm not going to look it up because I want to keep this unfunny running gag going throughout as many videos as I can, or until the glass breaks. So yeah, should we actually talk more about the beer? Looks fantastic, let's give it a sniff. Oh, and that's lovely hoppy characters and lots of dark berry characters also. It's got this lovely, like, sticky, oily, resiny character as well. You get like a hint of a grapefruit, a little bit of cranberry, sort of like a cherry aroma as well. But then maybe Cascade has been used in this one. I'm getting that sort of Cascade-esque aroma. But yeah, lovely, it's like fruity sweetness as well. But yeah, I'm really surprised at how hoppy this beer is and how strong the hop presence is, considering that, you know, it's pretty much about almost a month before the best before. But you know, with a beer like this, I think you would be okay. But yeah, the aromas that I'm getting are fantastic. Maybe like a slight like chocolatey dark malt character as well, coming in nicely, almost like a chocolate curried currants or raisins or that sort of thing. It's got like almost like a black IPA or Cascadian Dark Ale aroma to it as well. Ooh, it just smells fantastic. It really, really does. And even though it's really quite warm today, as you can see by this mess, this just smells so appetizing. Anyway, let's give it a taste. Cheers, guys. Oh, that's lovely. It's got this really lovely berry-like character to it. Like a little bit of blueberry, a little bit of raspberry, that sort of thing. These summer berry fruits almost. But then you get like really nice sort of like cranberries and a little bit of a slight nuttiness in there as well. Slight chocolate notes in there, but not too much, not too heavy. Slight coffee-like bitterness on the back end, again mixing with that hop character. Lovely upper medium body. Carbonation isn't too frantic, but it's just enough so it distributes beer nicely around the palate. Leaves a lovely sticky, resiny, like gloop around your mouth as well. But you're definitely getting that like pine needle hop resin character a lot, and it does taste like a really nice, almost black IPA. I would call this more of a black IPA than anything else. It could well be, you know, a black IPA. I'm no expert. I don't do these videos to show how fantastic I am at picking up flavours. I'm just telling you if this beer is nice, and it bloody well is. But you get these lovely like berry fruit notes. There is a slight Christmassy vibe to it, like a Christmas spiced, like Christmas cake, that sort of thing. But yeah, lovely roasty, toasty tones mixing with that nice hoppiness. Adds a really nice, like, berry fruit juice vibrancy to the beer, which helps lift it a little bit. You know, you could easily drink this in, 30-degree weather. Chilled down a little bit, not too much though. And yeah, Yankee and Kraut have done another absolutely fantastic job. And I'm not going to lie, the black IPA, even though this is what it's reminding me of, the black IPA is not my favourite style. I just find the style doesn't do much for me. But this is really ticking the boxes. It really, really is. Fantastic little beer. So drinkable as well, although you're getting all these flavours. And I just love that oily, resiny bitterness and stickiness that you're getting after you've finished it. Yeah, it's a fantastic little beer. So, I'm almost getting like now, as it's like warmed up a little bit, it's like sherry notes. Like not the alcohol from sherry, but that like lovely sweet flavour of sherry. Yeah, it's a lovely sweetness. It's like cakiness, but fruitiness, hoppiness. It's just a really lovely medley of flavours. And yeah, if you ever got the opportunity to try this, definitely do yourselves a favour and try and pick one up, because just try any Yankee and Kraut beers, because to me they are the best German craft brewery right now. I'm going on for nearly 12 minutes. I don't care. I'm starting to not edit videos now unless I do major fuck ups, because I'd rather just get it out there. Have a little conversation. I like doing these sorts of videos because it gives the people who are watching it, maybe they've got a drink themselves that they want to sit down and drink with. It's not about being like straight to the point all the time. And I think I was a bit too harsh on myself on my channel. Look at me, I'm going off on pointless tangents now. Trying to make my videos look good, but I very rarely upload in HD because it takes absolutely ages of uploading online. But yeah, I'm happy to make these long videos, especially when I'm gushing about a beer that I really, really, really like. And it's another winner from Yankee and Kraut. Those guys are, invincible right now. Some of the beers and collaborations that they've done, and the fact that they're both really awesome guys as well, just makes it that much more rewarding. So 9 out of 10 for this beer. It could have got a 10 out of 10, but like I said, I'm not that big of a fan of the style, but I've been as objective as I can be. I would have loved to have seen what this beer would have tasted like if I'd have got a bottle like a week after its release or something like that, see what happens. But you know what, I'm not getting any hop fade. I'm not getting any toned down flavours in this one. I mean, I don't have reference, of course, but yeah, this is so packed full of flavour. And yeah, I've waffled on for way too long. So, if you haven't done so already, please go over and check out Yankee and Kraut on all of the various platforms down below. If anybody else has reviewed this one, of course, their reviews are included. Check out all the Rate Beer, Untapped and Beer Advocate links as well. Check out my Yankee and Kraut playlist for some more world-class beers. And yeah, check out my Regensburg Craft Beer Festival and come along next year. It'd be great to meet up with some fellow beer tubers. So yeah, I'm in a good mood. I've got the weekend to myself. It's gone off to a great start, and I hope you'll join me next time for another beer review. It's so damn warm, but I don't care right now. See you guys later.